welcome to the Easton Homestead channel here on YouTube. Today I'm going to do a product review for you. I got this neat little quadricopter, remote controlled quadricopter for Christmas, and I figured that I would show you guys what it is all about. This is the DX-2. It is by Sharper Image, and as you can see, it is a quadricopter. It is very small. As you can see, it's smaller than my hand. And it runs with this controller. Now this does not have a camera on it. I was given this more to see if I enjoyed flying these before I went with something more expensive with an HD camera so I could do some videoing with it. But it is a lot of fun. It has 150-foot range from the controller, so you could take it outside. It is meant to be inside, so wind shears and things like that make a big difference for such a small quadricopter like this. But it will run outside, but not on a windy day. So I'll show you a couple of the features, and then we will show you how it goes. Now, first of all, it has this guard, which I have already damaged, as you can see right here, and I need to fix again. The nice thing is it's pretty easy to fix. I just took a lighter and just melt those two together, and it'll be good as new. But I have done that just a number of times. Actually, you can see that I've repaired this one as well. So it is meant actually to do tricks. Now when you do tricks, as I'll show you on the controller here in a moment and then in the air shortly after that, it throws it off balance, so to speak, so it makes you run into things sometimes and it puts a little damage on that. But it is nice that it has this guard so that you are not damaging propellers. It did come with extra propellers. I have yet to break one of the propellers and I've used it quite a bit. So this top control is what puts your spin on your propellers, so that'll be full speed and going up, and that'll be off and falling down, and then hovering will be somewhere in the middle depending on where you are. It also has automatic land and auto orientation. The auto orientation doesn't work too spectacularly well, but the landing mechanism seems to work just fine. You can mess with the spin trim. It's hard to do while you're actually flying it because you're trying to put this up and down while you're also trying to fix the trim, so I don't use that very often. Over to this side, you can correct the trim both up and down and left and right as well. Again, I don't use this, but I use this side more than I use the trim spin. This one will also turn you left and right, rotate left and right. And then finally, this will steer forward, back, and this goes back to center position so that it can just hover. And then the last button is here on top. And this button makes it do a trick. So once you push that, you can push any of the directions and it will do a flip in that direction, as I'll show you here in just a little bit. And then finally, the way that this charges is a mini USB here on the back, as you can see. So it's easy to charge. The biggest downside to this particular quadricopter is that the batteries for this last maybe 5 minutes of full use. And then it will blink at you and then lower itself to the ground. And then you'll have to plug it in before you use it again. So these batteries do not last very long on one charge at all. Very short battery life. But it is fun for that 5 minutes while you're playing with it. And then this takes AA batteries, and these have not run out yet, so you charge this way more often than you replace the batteries in the controller. So now that I've given you just a brief overview of the DX2 from Sharper Image, we're going to take it out there and do some tricks and fly it around. And that is how we fly our quadricopter. Thank you everybody for joining us today. Please share, like, and subscribe to the Easton Homestead channel here on YouTube. And if you liked it, go out and get your DX-2 from Sharper Image. Happy New Year, everybody. Goodbye.